I'm under the impression that everyone's, or the kind of corporate establishment is more or less brainwashing people, whether they know it or not. The fact that, for example, this bus, you know, is completely blue and white, nothing else apart from a big fucking ad on the side or on the back of it, you know? It's like, that's all people are seeing. No one questions why that's shoved in their faces. Like some people question why the murals are there, but no one questions why a big fucking Commonwealth Bank sign's there or a Kennard sign or anything. So the fact that this is the only thing that's, you know, acceptable and people don't question it, and everything else is completely blank, I think it's pretty damaging, really, to people's states of mind, because all they think about, because subconsciously all they're getting is fucking ads and you know, buy this fucking thing, or you know, Macca's is really actually healthy, or fucking whatever, you know. And I don't think people really realise that. They don't. That the people who are against graffiti anyway, like it.
So we're just doing some murals that have been the collaborative efforts of business owners, youth, street artists, and the Waverley Council as well. And what we're trying to achieve here is really to show people that art and creativity is essential to life and happiness and community. And I think what's going to happen around here is people are going to be walking down the street and they're going to be inspired, and they're going to see things that are colourful and brilliant, and it's just a great thing to see as apart from a blank wall. And I hope after we finish everything that a new culture might arise that sees blank walls as new creative space, and that hopefully expands to other places that are not considered creative space. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's a big step for this area, at least, really society in general, but for the councils to be funding stuff like this, and like, it's not just Waverley Council, but Wallara Council came up to us and asked us to do something similar down there because they like what was going on. And even like just this year, the past couple of years, the Sydney City Council as well has really been pushing this kind of art culture and like breeding a bit of culture and creativity into Sydney, because it is really lacking that. We're such a new city, such a new population, that we haven't really had the time to kind of come together and breed our culture, which I think Sydney's doing quite a good job at making that happen now. And you know, we got 95% of the response was really, really good. Everyone was loving it, saying it's fantastic, we need more of this. So yeah, I think society is starting to embrace public art a little more and free art. It's still a bit you know, controversial to some people, but I just think that there's too much logic behind it for it not to be accepted eventually.
Imagine it.
I'd like to do it too.
Hey.
Sprinkles, and we're down here at Cherring today. It's taking part in a community art project to help liven up the place. It's been organised in conjunction with Waverley Council and brother-sister crew, Xander and Zoe. They reached out and extended the invitation for us to come and paint, and I was more than happy to oblige. It's always fun to get out in the sun and be in a relaxed environment and have a jam with some people, meet new people, and also just make things more interesting for the general community. It's always a lot of tagging and sort of damage that happens, so it's nice to get some good art on the walls and try and help these local businesses save some money on buffing these walls over and over again. And it's nice to see their faces, the way they react, and it puts a positive spin on things and takes some heat off us as artists. You know, I still too come from a a writing background, and I still always love it. But it's nice to have that positive reinforcement and supportive group of people behind you as well when you are trying to do some good things. We're painting Leslie's wall. She's the owner of the building. She has a cool little Mexican shop just here, so it's a Mexican theme. And I'm just doing a bit of a sort of matador type wolf character with a Day of the Dead skull, nice headdress and some nice flowy hair and a few roses just to stick with it. Yeah, having a good time painting with my man Nico and Dean Lever. Yeah, we're just having a jam, man.
That's a little bit scary, but we like this one. It's very calm.
Right, good contrast then.
I guess basically doing this to promote some colour within the community and yeah, just make art more available to people who don't have the opportunity to be able to paint in galleries or have the space to do what they want and express themselves. Why do all like public walls, why can't they be for the public to use? And why is our community covered in grey, beige and cream? And it's like, where's the inspiration in that sort of stuff? It's cool to see that the people liking it outweigh the people not liking it. And I think it's kind of not see, just because I'm holding a spray can doesn't mean I'm doing something I'm not supposed to. I think you've got to make that divide between graffiti and what we're trying to do here, which is public art, which just isn't limited to graffiti. You know what I mean? Our cause is trying to get all sorts of artists. This one project has been graffiti, spray paint art based, aerosol art based. Whereas maybe our next one we get some installation artists or anyone who wants to approach it.
Yeah, look, what these guys have done here is fantastic. I've got this shop, this is my wall, and I can't believe what they've done. It was just this plain yellow wall that was graffitied and tagged the whole time, and what's happened here is it's changed something. The energy that it's going to create and the feedback that this it has got already is amazing, and you can see how beautiful it is. I don't know, I've been standing on the street corner for the last 3 days while the kids have been doing this, and it's transformed something in Charing Cross, and across the road there's another mural down the street. All the local residents, everyone who's walked by have just walked by and gone, wow, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It creates, what I'm feeling is it's creating a new energy here, and it only makes people feel to see this live art and all this colour and beautiful art that it is. It only is going to create a positive energy here, and it's going to bring business to the area. It's going to make people drive by and say something's happening here.
We're here at Cherring's Cross, painting the wall, given to us by Xander, the king, up on the scissor lift. Aussie nature theme, as you can tell, from the koalas and the Aussie nature plants. Yeah, it's really hot out here, it's going well, it's a lot of fun, a lot of nice people, a few downers. It's going well. Hopefully it has a really good impact on the community. I see a lot of kids with their dads walking by pointing out all the animals, which it's a bit of fun for them. I think personally, I think it would be quite awesome. I wish every street would have this.
Yeah.
We picked up 6 jobs yesterday. This wall over here now. So it seems to be getting a good reception. Well, this is our last day with the scissor lift. So hopefully we get all the top section done today. But I reckon another 2 days, probably.
Hey, my name's Nico. I'm out here painting to help the artwork get a better name.
Sure.
Get a bit more respect in the community. I think there's a lot of misunderstandings about graffiti in our community, especially people who take graffiti seriously. A lot of people think they're trying to damage things, but often it's quite the opposite. And it's good to be allowed spaces and opportunities like this to show that.
yeah, it just livens up the whole space. Everyone's talking about it. I mean, you know, I'm sure other people will be keen to get their walls done as well. And I think it's good for the reputation of street art. Street art has a pretty bad rap in the public's mind. But things like this are really great for getting people to realise that if a blank wall is sitting there, like, why not put something exciting on it?
So like I started tagging when I was, you know, fucking 8 years ago or whatever. And now I'm doing like full-on murals for cafes or whatever, doing legal walls and some proper art. And not that tagging isn't proper art, but it's like you give a soccer ball to some povo kid in the slums in Brazil, and he might be shit and break a few windows here and there, but he might turn out to be Ronaldo in fucking 15 years, you know? It's the same principle. What the council does is they go and paint over all those tags and so they're basically limiting, you know, kids' expression and stuff and denying it and just wiping it from existence. It's like if you took that soccer ball off that young kid and he never trains and doesn't get better at tagging or doesn't get better at soccer or whatever, he's not gonna, you know, you're never gonna give him that opportunity to become a great artist or a great soccer player or whatever it is. So I think it's a bit of a naive belief that, you know, tagging's all crap and you know, the murals and what are good. Like, because there's some absolutely amazing typographers out there, and you know, who do some incredible cursive work, and they're all just tags as well. They're just really, really good tags. And you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. So you know, I've tried to. Everyone's got their opinion on art and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all fucking art, you know? Someone might like something that you think is ridiculous and looks like crap, and someone might love it. So I don't think you can judge what's good and what's not. I think it just should be all acceptable. It's just like freedom of expression. It's, you know, people try and limit offensive stuff or, you know, offensive speech, but at the end of the day, you need to hear that stuff. Some people need to be told the truth. It might be harsh and people might not like hearing it, but it's true. And we need that basic freedom